Hey everyone, thank you for stopping by Living To Do's review of Ghost, Season 4, Episode 3, called Birthright. Before I get started with the review, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it, and I thank you in advance. So let's talk about this episode. I like this episode. I thought it gave a lot. We see the boys, Braden and Tariq, they're selling their sports cars for money to start up their drug business. And Pinky, their trans woman friend, she got them the connect to sell the cars. Pinky's doing a lot. We need Pinky's backstory. We don't know enough about her, and she's quite an interesting character.
She just does things out of nowhere that are extremely shocking.
Right. She gets the job done and stays out of sight. We see Kane, and he's getting dressed in Effie's dorm room. So looks like they consummated that relationship. And then we also see a couple things. We see Drew, Diana, I guess Kane. They're still living in Mecca's apartment. A really, really nice apartment. And we also see that Davis and his assistant, I think it's Perla Tanaka, they're losing customers. They're losing clients, which means they're losing money at their firm. So he's going to go into business with Tariq. Not only is he going to go into business with Tariq, he's going to get Tariq the connect to get the drugs or make a drug connection. And since he's going through tough times, he's asking Tariq for 20%. He already lost his license to practice law. He's risking it all. He's getting a divorce, we find out. And he has no money. So he's getting into business with Tariq and introducing, making the connect. Interesting. He's so dirty. What else is happening? Of course, we have shots of Monet. You know, still right after surgery, Noma won't bring her back, but she is wearing the tightest clothes right after surgery. Make me a believer, Monet. Come on now. We also see Detective Carter and Obi OKK. Detective Carter had Obi spend the night in jail, and Noma is looking for him. She can't find him anywhere. Detective Carter knows about those green cards. He thinks that he followed the paper trail and found out that the green cards were in connection to Congressman Tate. And Congressman Tate is a close family friend of the St. Patrick's. So that's their connect. And Obi denies it all. And then he says he doesn't know Tariq. And then Detective Carter acted like he had some photos in a folder. And he was telling Obi, well, what if we have photos of you? And then quickly, Obi wanted he wanted to make a phone call, was it? He didn't ask for a lawyer. He just wanted to make a phone call. Yeah, he just wanted to make a phone call. So Davis takes Tariq and Braden to a club, a dirty, seedy place. Not a nightclub, but like a fight club. That's exactly where they went. Where they met a guy named Roman, and they're making a connection between Roman and who has the product, I guess, and Braden and Tariq would be the dealers. And so what was interesting, Tariq swiped some product, I guess with their logo on it. I don't know, you really brand your drugs like that? I don't know, but he swiped some product. Found that interesting because he gave the product to Effie at school, saying that he found the new product, that something new people are imposing in her territory, and she gets to thinking. So she gives it to Noma and informs Noma that new product is in the school, and I guess that's Noma's territory. And they know the product. Kane, I can identify the logo on the product. And he goes to the corner boy to find out, why are you guys over here dealing? The corner boy does nothing about it. And the corner boy, I guess he sends him to the next guy up, which was Roman, what's his name? The guy that Davis introduced Tariq and Braden to. So Kane finds out when their next drop off was, and did he burn their supply? He burned their supply in a van that was parked outside. He burns their supply, and we find out the guy that the supply belonged to said he was getting a call about it, and said it better not be up in flames, or better not be lost, because that's worth $300,000. That made it possible for Tariq to be the new, I guess, head drug guy on campus. And so what Effie didn't know is she corrected, or she solved this problem by telling her, and she told Noma, and they got that product off the street. So isn't that right?
What Tariq is doing is he's trying to take out the guy in his spot to get the spot that Davis wants him to be in for Davis's firm and for Tariq. And also get a way to cut out Noma. So instead of Tariq taking out the guy in his spot, he shows it to Effie, because he knows Effie is going to show it to Noma and show it to Kane. So when she does that, she's doing exactly what Tariq wants her to do. Do all the work for him and Braden.
That part I got, but so now, but how does Noma fit in the school?
That's where Noma, Tariq, Braden, Effie, Diane have been getting their work in.
Yeah. So the product is off the street. He was very smart in letting Effie think she was doing something.
Because Tariq made Effie think that what he brought to Effie was already being moved on the campus. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Tariq just wanted...
I get that part. All the Effie and her not knowing that she was set up. But Noma in the campus. Was Noma's product in the campus? It was in the campus.
It's been there.
It's been there.
The whole time.
So when Braden and them were doing that coffee run, that was Noma's product? Mm-hmm. Okay. So... That's
why Effie and them thought it was so shocking that this new product was there.
Right, okay. I just couldn't remember Noma's connection to the school.
Tariq, Effie, Braden.
They were the Noma's connection.
Noma or
because they were in the school pushing this drug before Noma came.
And then they ran out of drugs.
And they went to her.
Because she had drugs.
Okay. But the thing is, there is this girl that's a singer. I don't know. She's supposed to maybe be blowing up. Braden seems very interested in her. And he even snorts cocaine with her. Gets him to thinking. I guess his creative processes, juices are flowing. He talks to Tariq about a new way to push the product in school is through these parties that they want to do with this girl.
Isn't that already the Noma product that they're using? The singers? They just don't know it's Tariq though.
Yes, but I guess it would be Noma's products if she's in the school. Mm-hmm. But I guess that's the school, but they can move this girl outside the school and do parties. I guess that's what they're thinking, and put their own product in there.
That's what it looks like, but I don't know. We don't know yet.
So they will always have a spot wherever they go. I guess they're mobile.
They are drugs.
Have drugs will travel. Okay, so that is really okay. So I'm understanding that more about the drugs. Now, everyone was looking for Obi while he was in jail, and so Drew goes to Obi's house where the brother who was the receiver of the green cards that he got was there, and uh, I guess Obi happened to make a call to his brother. Drew was there. Drew got on the phone with him, found out he was in jail, and then everything's cool. He's gonna go get Obi, and as he was leaving, Obi's brother said, "Oh, and yeah, I guess he thanked him for the green cards," which was news to Drew. Um, so so now Drew knows that the green cards reached him. He doesn't know who supplied him with those green cards. Found that a little bit interesting. It was funny how they had Obi in jail, but they didn't arrest him. He was just held for 24 hours, and he can't go home. Um, so what happened was it was Drew that went to go get him, took him back. Oh, so Drew questioned him about the green cards, and he didn't want Drew to tell Noma. So he gets him back to Noma. He tells Noma that he was apprehended by ICE on some made up whatever, because that's what ICE does to immigrants. And Drew tells the truth. And he tells him how he got these green cards. I guess he tells Noma that those green cards came from Tariq. So Noma knows now that Obi is a traitor, and she kills him. I guess she stabs him in the neck with a knife, tells the boys to clean it up, which was Kane and Drew at the time. And they were fighting over being the number 2 guy to Noma. So they might have solved that problem as well. We have, interesting, we have Braden's sister, Becca, and she's getting kicked out of her dorm room because her family, whose name's all over that school, she lost the privileges of having that special dorm room. And when he goes to see her, she's erratic. You know, she has to pack up and go somewhere, and he suspects that she's on coke. So what is that going to happen? This little rich white girl, college girl, on coke, not able to control herself. Is she going to be an addict? I think that's what's going to happen. Maybe she'll OD on a product.
Braden will stop.
Maybe. Made him start thinking. There was a run-in between Diana. She was looking at her phone, and she runs into, I don't know the girl's name, Lucretia, LaPortia, whatever her name is, which is really light-skinned Keisha. She bumps into Diana, and she sees that what Diana was reading on her phone was about pregnancies. So she confronts Diana with it. So Diana tells her, please don't tell anybody, not a soul. She tells the girl that she is the only person that knows that she's pregnant at this time. And whatever that girl's name, I hate calling her light skin Keisha, but she is also part of this singing group. She's like a background singer to this new girl. I don't know her name right now. And Braden's interested in her. And when they I think she introduces him to the girl. And like Keisha calls Braden Walter White. That's the character of Breaking Bad, the drug dealer in Breaking Bad. And I guess he calls her Destiny's Child because she's the background singer to the Beyonce lead singer type girl. We've had a couple of moments where Monet and Kane have a little moment, and he kind of want to grab her by her hand when she was walking away from him. He grabs it and tries to pull her into him, and looked like she was gonna slap him. Oh, he grabbed her hand hard, and I think she liked that manliness that was coming out out of Cain and that he was standing up to her. She wants a man to stand up to her. And when they were getting close, they had their little moment. Nothing really happened. It was just a close moment. Effie walks in. Now we know Effie and Cain, they have already established that they have consummated that relationship. And she can just sense that a woman's intuition that something is going on between between Noma and Cain. She don't say anything at this moment. This is how they just had a little conversation. Later, back at the dorm, Effie's a little standoffish, and she confronts, or her and Cain, they talk about the issue. It's brought up, and she knows that something's going down, that he's being sloppy by sleeping with the boss. Interesting. Noma is so ridiculous. She moves so weird and too fast. You kill Obi quickly, without haste. You kill Obi. You allow Cain to push up on you like that.
Obi wouldn't have let that happen.
Right. Not at all. Oh, that was the moment that Anya. I don't know about this moment because nothing really happened yet. But Anya, Noma's daughter, she made an appearance while Noma was talking to Effie and Cain. And this is the first time I think they've laid eyes on Anya. And Anya has laid eyes on a couple of them. So they're building something there. So something's going to happen with that. Monet talking to Diana. And she was asked, I guess she was thinking, Diana, she asked her about Kay Egan. And Diana was fidgeting her hand a little bit. And Monet zoomed in on it. And she thought back, there was a flashback of Monet and her kids at the time, her little kids, Diana and Drew. And they're like elementary school kids age. And she has them bagging up drugs. And before they go off to school, she tells them, don't tell anybody what's going on in this house. What we do, I guess, whatever is in this house stays in this house. And so she's testing her kids. So she's like, what did you do today? To Drew. Drew says, he was coloring, painting, whatever he was doing. And she asked that of Diana. And Diana starts making up her lie. And when she does this, she's fidgeting her hand. And that brings Monet back to the present when she asked Diana about Kay Egan. And Diana was fidgeting her hand. She knows she's lying about something. She knows it. She goes to the bar with her sister. She just knows that. She just tells her sister, I know Diana's lying. I know it. So now Tariq is in position to buy drugs. Who's he going to buy those drugs from? That he's getting $50,000 from Davis.
Davis's friend, I guess. I don't know. What's his name?
Was it from, not Baron? I mean, not Roman. Who's Baron? Shoot. I thought they got Roman. God, yeah.
No, Roman is Cain's friend or whatever. Cain knows him.
That's the guy that he had his drugs burned up in the van.
Do we know who Roman is yet? Have we met Roman?
Oh, the guy. No. That was Roman. That's yeah. But no. Because it's Zion is Davis's connect.
So Roman must be that Cain's friend guy.
No, because
Zion is that dark guy that's at the boxing ring.
Yes.
The guy that Cain shook his hand and pulled him into the car. That must be the other guy.
That was the corner guy.
Which is the dude.
But the drugs, Tariq swiped those drugs from Zion. Those are the drugs he gave Effie. Those are the drugs that Cain recognizes as...
The dude, when he was talking to the Zion guy, A drug dealer walked in and threw drugs on the table.
Oh, okay. Yes, okay. But wouldn't that be Zion's drugs?
Zion's the guy Tariq and Davis and Braden were talking to.
Yes,
So whoever the dude is that walked in is the drug dealer that gave the other drug dealer the drugs, and then Tariq took them from the table.
okay, so I'm trying to understand the connection between the two drug dealers. Why would you give one drug dealer?
Who? What are you
Why
talking
would
about?
why would Roman give Zion drugs?
Because he bought the drugs to give to him to sell them.
But doesn't he have
he
it?
made them and packaged them, and then he said they're done being packaged or whatever.
Something is a little off to me.
I'll see what's off.
What's off is Tariq gets the drugs. Everybody knows where these drugs are coming from.
Where'd he get them from?
He got them from that boxing rink place.
From where? The table.
The table, that's right.
And who did they come from?
I guess that's Roman.
Exactly.
But that's he's trying to do business with
He's trying to take the guy's spot, so he has to get him killed. So he's figuring out a way to get him killed.
Okay.
So he gives him to Effie.
He gives him to Effie, so he will be Roman. He will be Zion's new Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But wait a minute, though. I still don't get why... Okay, Zion's new Roman. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Okay.
At least I think.
Okay, that's better. I think you're right. I needed to make it make sense in my head. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say Cain and Noma looks like they were intimate of some sort. Something happened. Something went down with them. Because after which he went home to his mom's house, and the whole family's there. They're going to have, I guess, dinner, but their aunt's supposed to be her last night there. And so Monet asked, Cain, where you been? Cain said, putting in work. So I'm like, okay. He's at dinner with the family, or Monet's at dinner with her family, and we see that Tariq's getting a call from Pinky. Pinky says he got the ring footage from Kay Egan's house when this letter was delivered. And so he sends it to Tariq, and he also sends it to Monet. She's having dinner with the family. Tariq sees it and can't believe it. This is when we see Diana giving the letter to Kay Egan. And what Monet's in with her family, they're all laughing and talking and whatnot. And then she finally picks up her phone during dinner. And she can't believe it. Diana is the one who told Kay Egan's mother, or told Kay Egan about, what did she tell her about gave Monet's address? Mm-hmm. Okay. So Monet sends that to...
Or Tasha's address.
Tasha's address?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe it was Tasha's address. Okay. And so Monet sends the footage, the text, the video to Cain, and she addresses Diana. Diana, you gave Kay Egan this information. It was you that's been doing this. And Diana and her brother Drew, they run out into the car, and Cain runs after his brother and sister. I think they're in a van or some sort. They're speeding away, and he pulls a gun out on, like he was going to shoot. Oh my God. First of all, you don't have all the information. Hot-headed, and you're going to shoot your brother and sister. So, we see the last scene is Monet comes in the house, and she has a breakdown. She sits there screaming. Just, look what she's done to her kids, that they turn on her like this. And she just let out all of that emotion. She gave us a little bit more emotion. It seemed fake still, but a little bit more emotion that she's given us in this whole series. So that was interesting. I really liked this episode. What did you think?
I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the entire season with how there's a lot of action and it still is ramping up. So I'm very excited to see how it ends.
I love. Oh, what we didn't mention is Congressman Tate's brother, Detective Tate. I don't know if he was called in or he came in on his own. He's speaking to Detective Carter about the green cards. And he came along, he rode along with Detective Carter on the bus of Roman. So I guess this is going to be some type of lead in for him to come back to the show, Detective Tate, and possibly bring his brother in, Lorenz Tate, who's playing Congressman Tate, all these Tates. And I'm hoping this will lead to a spin-off like Power Book 5, the political jive. That would be great. I'm just hoping this is a great setup, especially if you're going to take away this series. Give us something. And I love looking at Lorenz Tate. He's eye candy to me. And I would just, the way he's played that political part and that, charismatic smile he always has and delivers and perfectly casted for this role. I would just love to see him in his own spinoff. I know there was talks about it before, but maybe they can revisit that and make that come true. But I loved it. I like this series. I like this episode. I really enjoyed it. But that's it for now. We have nothing else. We thank you for staying with us to the end. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. We would really appreciate it. And we thank you in advance. But we got to go because why?
We got living to do.
Bye.